Yeah. So today we are going to discuss about the HANA SAP HANA Cockpit 2.0. It's a very important topic, so that we will cover it today, and tomorrow provisioning we will start it. Okay. So it's a small topic, provisioning. Just only configuration is required, that we will perform it. It's not a problem. Nothing to worry. So today cockpit is the very important here. So HANA Cockpit 2.0, right? So what does it mean? What is the cockpit here? Why there is a we have the so what is the use of this cockpit tool? So cockpit is the one of the central monitoring tool, web-based tool. This we can use to monitor our HANA databases, to monitor our HANA databases, either system DB or tenants, any multiple HANA databases we can monitor in one single URL. We can monitor it. You don't need to install the HANA Studio, configure everybody. You don't need to configure it. So if you open the URL, so all the HANA systems we can add it. That will be visible for everyone. So everyone can go ahead and just open the URL in the browser. They will get the HANA Cockpit. So you can install the HANA Cockpit in the one centralized tool. So normally to do the administration, monitoring of the HANA databases, maybe not only administration for people, some developers, they need to do the development capabilities, development work. So they can use the HANA Cockpit also. It's a very simplified tool, SAP UI5 tool. So we can use it. So the databases which I am running on, so maybe HANA 2.0, SPS 0.1.2 till like whatever the versions are there, those we can add it to the multiple databases. We can add into the HANA Cockpit. Then we can monitor it. Okay. So in the cockpit we have, so actually normally in the cockpit we have the cockpit manager and the cockpit. So cockpit you will get it out like when you do the installation, you will get all those things, the port numbers and everything. So the connectivity, how the connectivity works and how to do the installation and everything of this cockpit. So cockpit, your cockpit is the one of the file, actually one of the cockpit file, SAR file we need to download. Installation perspective, so we need to download the cockpit from the so service marketplace, and we have to do with the installation. Normally how we do the SAP HANA installation, same way we have to do the cockpit installation. We have to perform it. Once you've done the cockpit installation, it will generate the URLs, access URLs and everything. We need to access URLs. This one minimum we require the 32 GB or minimum 32 GB RAM is required to install the cockpit, and maybe 200 or 500 or 400, 200 GB plus minimum 400 GB space is required at OS level, operating system level space is required here. So in one centralized tool we can access it. Then we can one URL, that URL you can open in the any browser, so that you will get the cockpit access, right? This is one of the most important questions they may ask you. Have you worked on the HANA Cockpit? Have you worked on the HANA Cockpit? Yes. So that what is the port number? So how will you monitor? What is the URL? This basic questions they may ask you. But even we are not going to discuss about that. We are going to discuss about the basic plus additional administration part also. We are going to discuss what additional functionalities we have. So what is the difference? We have already administration tool of the HANA Studio, right? Which we discussed about the HANA Studio administration. We have discussed through HANA Studio. So that everybody has to install on their own desktops, and you need to everyone has to configure the HANA entry. Then you have to do the monitoring. That is the manual work. Instead of that, in one central location, how we install the HANA database, same way we will install the HANA Cockpit. So that the cockpit can be operated through URLs, through browser HTTP or HTTP URLs. We can operate it so that everybody can log in and access the cockpit URLs from their own browsers. Just URL, if you open it, cockpit will be open, right? This way we can operate our HANA administration. Same way how you do the administration, same administration can be possible here, but with URLs we can do the administration simple, and some additional capabilities like so restore. Same whatever in HANA Studio you will see the options. Same options are available in the cockpit also. But this is the browser based tool. That is the Eclipse based tool. The HANA Studio is the Eclipse tool, Eclipse software. You need to install and you need to do that one. But this is the browser based. So for this one, what you have to do? So you need to log into the server. First of all, we need to do the installations, right? So that first of all, we need to start the installations. So for that one, we need to go to the here and service marketplace. Then in the service marketplace, so we need to download the HANA-DB software. We have to download it, HANA-DB software here. So go to the SAP software downloads, right? So we have, meanwhile, I can open the in SAP to transfer the files from Windows to non-Windows. Our host name is the SAP HANA. Root user and the password. Okay. So here you can see here, this is the media. We have another database 59, 67 are there. Okay, fine. So go to the support pack and patches by alphabetic index. HANA. HANA means H, right? Select the H. In the H, just you can go to the HANA platform lifecycle management, platform edition. Same HANA, all softwares like Studio, Cockpit, Database, Client, all patches are available under HANA platform edition. So here you can see there is a Cockpit 2.0 option, HANA Cockpit 2.0 option. Just select your Linux version, right? So here you can just download the latest one. This is the latest one. Just HANA Cockpit 16, patch level 16. So just download this. Right? It is having the 4 GB files. Right? It is having the 4 GB file. So while it is getting downloaded, we'll discuss about some theoretical information about the HANA Cockpit 2.0. So Cockpit connectivity between the HANA Cockpit and our HANA server, how it will work, right? Because Cockpit we will install in our, suppose like here, we will install the Cockpit here, right? This is our HANA databases. This is our HANA database, right? HANA databases we already installed. So this is our HANA database. Cockpit you can install on the same machine, you can install it, or a different host also you can install it. So it's a flexible software. So either same HANA server you can add it, or so you can also install on the separate box also you can install it. So suppose like this is the one of the Cockpit server. So Cockpit you have done the installation. So that here you can add the HANA databases to the your Cockpit you can add it, it will connect it. So how it will connect it? What are the ports it will be used in? So that ports we will discuss about the here. What are the ports it will connect it? So coming to the ports, what are the ports it will connect it? So here SAP HANA, it will connect to the SAP HANA SQL ports. That is called the HANA SQL ports means 3 instance number, so 13, and so 3 instance number 15, system DB and tenant DB it will connect it, right? And also SAP start SRV process. It is also connected to the SAP start SRV process. That instance number is the 13 and 5 instance number 14. That is the SAP start SRV process. What are the process it will connect it? So operating system level, right? This is the process actually. So SDS package will be installed. So that package port number is 3 instance number 26 that will be connected. Then SAP host agent will also connect to the host agent. That port number is like 111. The host agent port number is we know already 1129. So this is the way it will connect to the our backend HANA system. Through it will use this all these ports to connect to the HANA cockpit, we'll use these ports to connect to the our HANA systems, right? So how this will connecting means through these ports, SQL ports, SAP start SRE process, SDCS. So that package will be installed during the HANA. Okay, it will use it. So this way, so we can use it this HANA cockpit actually. So it's a very simple tool actually. It's a browser based tool. We can install it and then we can configure our HANA databases to the studio. That will be usable actually. Okay, so actually this HANA previously this HANA cockpit was part of the HANA database itself, like HANA Studio. When you go to the HANA Studio previously, let me open the HANA Studio here. It was part of the HANA Studio only, HANA 1.0. When you are in the time of the HANA 1.0, the time, so this cockpit was integrated with the HANA Studio. But HANA 2.0 onwards, they have removed this one. They have removed this cockpit. They have removed this cockpit from the system. They have removed it, and they have separately we have to do the installation. Previously, it was part of the HANA Studio. If you go to the here, go to the administration, we have the open HANA cockpit. See here, if you open this one, so the cockpit URL will open. So from there, we can access our, so HANA administration cockpit is open. From there, we can access our HANA systems and everything. We can access it. Just a URL, this URL we can open it. You can access it everywhere. You can open it and you can access this cockpit. But this cockpit is they have replaced. You can see here 1.0 has been replaced. HANA 2.0 is the comprehensive tool. So individual multiple tenant database manager, it can be used with the running HANA 2.0 or higher version, and 1.2 SP12, 1.0 SPS12. It will be helpful from this time, from this version to until late. You can use the HANA databases. Previously, it was part of the HANA 1.0, but they have removed this one. They have removed. So and we have to separately install the HANA cockpit, right? Does not require any dedicated operating system, can be installed on the separate hardware also, right? So it's like very simple tool actually, right? So this is the one. Previously it was part of the HANA 1.0, but now they have removed the software. They have removed it. Okay. So once it is downloaded, we can do the installation. So
sir, I have one question.
yes.
Do we need to open the port at both the end if it is
No. During the installation, during the installation, when the services are up, automatically the ports will be activated. You don't need to do manual anything. You don't need to do either dedicated hardware or shared hardware. We can install it. Minimum 16 GB. It's not the 64 GB also. Minimum RAM you require the 64 GB RAM. You required 64 GB RAM is fine for HANA cockpit installations, right? So there are some users will be created cockpit underscore admin and everything that will be used to perform this installations and everything. So you don't need to open any ports actually. System during the installation, these ports will be automatically opened by system services automatically during the installation. You don't need to manually do anything here.
Okay.
Very simple tool actually, cockpit. But interview point of time, they may ask you multiple questions on this one. How to do the installation. So what minimum requirements? Minimum 16 GB RAM. Either you can install on the existing HANA system, you can install it, or dedicated HANA system also you can install it, so that you can upgrade it. I mean, shared infrastructure or dedicated infrastructure also you can install the HANA database. Minimum 16 GB RAM is required. The space and all minimum 400 GB, 200 GB plus is required. Depends upon the usage. That is the cockpit. That is the cockpit requirements to install it. The file you need to download from the service marketplace. You have to download it, the download center. Then so move to the application server level, extract it, then start the installation using the HDB LCM tool. Same tools we have to use it. So they may ask you questions. Yeah.
So do we need to set up any file system level if we are doing on separate host?
Separate host, yeah, slash HANA data, same file system. So whatever the HANA we required. So same slash HANA data, slash HANA log, USR SAP root. This separately we have to set it up. Otherwise, if you don't set up for the cockpit also, that is fine. Automatically system will create the folders and the files. If you separately provide the mount points, we will not get any IO issues, like we will not get load on the one root value. If you do everything on the root value, you are not separately mounting it means, so you may get the some slowness, some input output related issues and everything. That's the reason SAP recommended to have separate. But if you are not extensively using in your organization, only monitoring administration purpose means, that's fine. You can use these tools. You just without creating any mount points also, we can install this one.
But does HANA cockpit require that? Because HANA data, we know that, okay, in actual HANA database, it will store the HANA data. Log will be stored log. But in HANA cockpit, it will just
It's
a
a log
browser
file.
based.
Yeah, browser based. And some logs will be created. So back end system is running, right? The services and everything is running, right? Some set of services. So that required some folder to store the logs and everything, right? So here also some set of file systems are required here. Now you will get the clear picture actually when we start the installation, what it is asking, so why it is asking. So trace file, mainly the trace files are trace folder is required here, trace files. Why? Because it will store the all the logs, monitoring data and everything, right? That is required actually.
But we are doing on same host, right? So,
same host we are doing here. So that's why HANA we can install on the same host, either that is called the shared host or separate host also we can do the installation. Same host we can do, but we can put the separate SID. How we are practicing, right? Same in the SAP HANA host we can do, and we can configure it. Let's see. Okay, so we have the free space, free memory, space, everything is available. So let's move to HANA software to the slash media, then we'll start using it. One more minute left. It's a very huge size file. Even database also, it's not like that much of space. It's a very 4.4 GB, 4 GB plus software. What databases we have up and running here? So if I see many more tenants are created here, right? HDB. So I see here 1, 2, 3, 4 index servers. Means 4 tenants created, I guess. You guess, right? So 4 tenants are created in this HANA host, SAP HANA.
Sir, what is HPN basis? Actually,
So as part of HANA cockpit installation, same access advanced will be installed, access advanced. So there are some applications. Access advanced is the application development purpose. We have to install the access A. Some developers, they require the access A. Access A means, so some services, access advanced services, access advanced. Suppose if you see in the HANA cockpit, so we have every database, we have the access server will be installed, right? Access server will be installed. If you see the your HANA database, this is the not the advanced version actually. So it's the lowest version. It's not the advanced, it's the classic version. Classic version of the access server here. This is the classic, this access engine. This is the to handle the browser based request and to process the browser based request and everything, right? So here, so few customers directly they will create the applications. Few developers they will create the applications on the, they will create application on the database level using this access A, access advanced version. So that so they can develop, the developers easily can develop the applications and they can use it using this access and web ID. So that as part of the HANA Cockpit 2.0, that access will be installed here. That access will be installed. That access will be automatically will be installed. So when this come will as part of the package, so that will be installed. So for access means for developing the applications. So our duty is here only installations, configurations, just monitoring the HANA administration. That's it. We have a lot of advantages of having the HANA cockpit. That advantage when a HANA cockpit is live, that I will explain it. What are the advantages we have for the HANA cockpit? By seeing that screen, you will get one new user experience actually. Loading as so cockpit 2.0. It's one of the one or two resume points. Cockpit 2.0. How to install? Installation may take some time. Then after that, configurations, everything we have to perform it. Configuration means nothing. How we added the HANA databases to the HANA Studio, same way we have to add it to the here. But there HANA Studio you added, here in the cockpit manager you have to add the HANA databases, we have to add it. This is about the HANA cockpit installations. Okay. So just let's see. It's going to complete. Just a cockpit we have to download, move to the your server level, then extract it using the HDB LCM. We can do the installations. We can do the installations, everything we can perform it. Yeah, I think it's extracted. So let me extract it using the SAP car -xvf space HANA cockpit. So this one we have to install it. See here, I'm just extracting this one. Same as like our HANA database. It's only same way we have to do the installation. Simple. Same how we downloaded the HANA database, how we extracting, then how we are doing the installation. Same way we have to do. See, XSA copy, XSA related files also getting installed. XSA cockpit. So this is a web based. So that people can open the URL. They will develop the applications, some mobile related applications, some services. They will develop it. The developers they will do this one. So that we are not aware, like we don't know. But our thing is configuration of the adding the systems configurations we have to perform it. The developers they will do the development of the applications and everything. They will do that one. So our duty is downloading the cockpit installations. These things we have to perform in the HANA cockpit. These things we have to perform in the HANA cockpit. Okay. So see here HANA cockpit. So files are created here. Just going to the HANA database here, right? Database. So see here, same HDB LCM tools are available here. HDB LCM tools are available here. So just install using the HDB LCM /HDB LCM, right? You can do the installation. Let's see whether it will require the signature file or not. Okay. Yeah. So this is the HANA Lifecycle Management Cockpit 2.0, right? So install the HANA Cockpit on the existing server. We have the existing server is there S4H, or you want to install the new HANA Cockpit system. How you want to go? We want to install the new cockpit. So same in the one itself, we can add with an existing system. We can add the HANA Cockpit, which means shared one. So we can share it. So, or if you want to install separate SID, then you can install the separate SID also. We can do that. So the two ways it's possible. How we want to go? We want to go for the separate, or in existing we have already S4 system is there. Just HANA cockpit will be added to that database. So how we want to go? We'll install the new one, or what? We'll do existing one, so that it will be the shared one. It will be the shared infrastructure will be used here. So see here when we are doing the installation, so here access advanced runtime version is getting installed for the development purpose. The cockpit, that is our monitoring purpose, the cockpit also getting installed. We want to install all the cockpit, yes, one, and then all means all. So only access, then you can just click the two, that will be installed. What is the database user system, right? What is the password? So you can enter the password here. Then so what is the, so here see here we have, these are the one system DB and a tenant databases are installed here. So one system DB, tenant database are installed here. So select the access database, success database. So maybe you can choose the default one, means access services will be added to the database, right? Existing databases. So that will be here. So that is the reason I select device. I'm choosing the default one. Here access admin user cockpit password is getting created here. See here in the cockpit. So cockpit underscore admin, as I mentioned, right? Cockpit underscore admin if user will be created along with system DB. Cockpit underscore user is creating here. So these all are the common, and so enter the tenant database password. So you can use the system. So password, right? So just click on the Y button. That will be start installing it. Simple. Database already installed, just access advanced and the cockpit will be installed. Because in existing database we are going to add the, in existing database we are going to install the existing database, we are going to just add the, so this HANA cockpit. So that's the reason you can see here. So they are the, so they are the users, HANA cockpit underscore admin and system user. System already will be created, we know only. So cockpit underscore admin user is creating here for cockpit administration perspective, cockpit underscore admin user. For the cockpit databases, it is getting installed. See here, it is getting installing the packages. Yes.
So this cockpit is installing on system DB or tenant DB?
So it will be added to the system DB. The success, like it will create the one system DB, tenant DB as well. It will create the one system DB, one tenant DB. But here we are not separately giving here. So just to, we are adding to the existing S4H, right? Existing, we have the S4H system. In the S4H system, we are adding. So in the existing services will be used actually in the system DB. This S4H, this S4H services, right? Maybe here in this is the index server, and here other services will be used, name server, other services will be used from here. So it won't use it here. Why? Because existing databases here, see here, when you are doing the installation, so you want to install the cockpit to the on existing database version. Yes, means S4H. So it will be used the S4H. S4H means, so it will use the system DB and tenant DB as well, it will use it. Why? Because in the tenant, if you have the index server access, right? So that services will be used here. Means all services will be used. Actually, this cockpit is required. The all services should be up and running. All services means index server, name server, preprocessor, compile server, access, and this one, right? But these all are available in the system DB, tenant DB. So system DB, tenant DB will be used.
So can you just scroll up? I think it is showing that it will create a new tenant DB as well, cockpit DB. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. Yeah, an option after that system, no, below. Select Access Engine Database Center, right? Where we put a cockpit admin password.
Yes. Yeah. So here, yeah, that's why we given the one by default one option, like where it is scrolling. This one, right? This one.
Below. Yeah. So if you see there, I think it is creating new tenant DB, cockpit ID, ITDB. So like S4H, I think it will be create new tenant database in our system. So now we will be having the 5th tenant DB installed on system.
Let's see. I think it won't create the new tenant, but let's see. It is getting installed, right? It's calling. Starting the services, access advanced cockpit under. So if it is the new tenant is creating, the database SID is the H4C. HANA for cockpit. Simple SID. It will be, you can give it.
Cockpit
Enter the cockpit. So you can see here. So HANA access installed. Now it's in the starting the configuration. Some services configurations it is doing now. Access, it may take a lot of time, these configurations. Not a lot of time, maybe for 15 to 20 minutes it will take for the access related things, contents, everything will be installed here. So finally we will get the things like your HANA cockpit is successfully installed. Then so go ahead, please open the URLs. That URLs we have to save it, so that, so if you open the URL from your side from our machine, so automatically HANA cockpit will be opened. You no need to install anything here in your local database, local desktops or laptops. So just to centralized one we are opening, then all we will connect it. So same as like if I see here, so this is the cockpit. So if you install on the existing one, so this is our HANA database, right? S4H. And here you are just adding the HANA cockpit as well, so that the users who are there, who are logging, suppose it's you and me, some other users around the globe. So we have number of users are there. So all will just open the URL. We will just every desktop or smartphone there is a URLs, right? The smartphone also we can open the cockpit, but in HANA Studio you cannot open the smartphone. Why? Because HANA Studio is the software you have to install, that cannot be installed on the mobiles and everything. But URLs you can open from anywhere, right? Either in the mobile also you can open the URLs. So HTTP or HTTP URLs. So just to open the browser, you can open the cockpit URL that will be connected to this database. Same way, multiple people, multiple. So here you don't need to open anything. Just to open the URL in your browser, automatically it will connect to the cockpit database. Then you can do the cockpit administration and everything. You can perform it. So here it is getting installed cockpit. So starting the step, services, many services, everything will be started here. The cockpit side.
Can we take a duplicate session and just check HDB info whether it is showing additional?
Okay. So I think only S4H is installed. Only 4 tenant databases we have, 4 tenants. So previously also we had the 4 tenants. So we can also see under the file system also what are the SIDs are getting installed here, what are the SIDs are here. That we can see it here. So only S4H. Okay, well, because in existing system we are adding, right, it will only take the existing one. Maybe if I go /ana data here, you may see the S4H only. Here also we have the S4H only. Okay, if I go to /ana shared one, here also S4H only. On the existing one we added, right? So it will take the existing one only. But additionally, here access will be created, access file system. So in the access file system, so here access file system here. So some folders, files, nodes, some configuration related files are exist here. This is the access related. The main aim of this cockpit is for us basis team, for us just monitoring and administration purpose. You no need to install the studio, any software, just to open the URL in the browser, you can use the cockpit. That is the one simple advantage by having the HANA cockpit. For developers, they need more important this cockpit. Why? Because through XSA, they will do the more development activity. Some mobile web services, some other services, example, mobile web services, some micro nano services they will develop here. So using the XSA, that is the reason they will use the HANA cockpit here. That is the most important for them. So if developers are there, they know how to use it. These apps working, what are the apps, it's working. So everything we can develop from here. Development purpose, it's very useful. Administration purpose also, we can do the simple administration also. Yeah. Application deploy service, everything is the, so developing the applications, small applications here using this SSA, the developers they will do the some development related activities. So it will take some time actually. It's not like the simply how so, but here it's required the more apps configuration will be installed in the HANA database. See here. Actually, this is one. If you open the after installation, if you open the cockpit URL, that user experience is very good. The screens and all, really this much of actually easily everybody can understand the screens, navigations. Very simple, only few clicks. See here all are related to the development related service, deploy services, audit log, access data, deploy services, installers, loading, all are development related services are installing here. So the developers, they will do the some mobile services deploy. Mobile services means some apps related those things. They will do the some deployment related activities here. The service product, AAM, NPA. So many things are there here to install it. I told you that it will take a lot of time to confirm the installations, cockpit installation. Then after that, administration part. So once this is installed, I will let you guys know. Why? Because it will take a lot of time actually. Once it is installed, I will let you guys know, so that after that, if all are available, we can take a small class for configuration. Otherwise, we can do tomorrow. Why? Because today installation we complete, and tomorrow we will perform the configurations. Right? Nothing is there. Right? So because it take one more like 20 to 30 minutes again for these configurations. Or tomorrow, there is no hurry up from my side. So if you all are okay, tomorrow just we can discuss in our class how to add the HANA systems, what other things we can do apart from the HANA Studio, so that we can discuss everything. Is it okay
Yes.
for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is fine.
Yeah. So just keep monitoring. So otherwise, I will let you know once installation is completed. Then, so if all are available, we can connect. Otherwise, tomorrow only we can do everything.